Yo, what's up, y'all? We back. Y'all know what it is. Tuesday, 7:30, out here on the West Coast. 10:30 out there on the East Coast in the Midwest. Your boy back. My name's Charles Jake Johnson. You can find me on Instagram at the letter C, Jake Johnson. It's I'm the host of the show, and then you got the other host of the show. Go ahead, brother.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Armond Anderson Bell coming to you live and in living color from a secret location. It is what it is. You can find me on all social medias at Armond, ARMOND 143. Yeah, 143. This is not blue. This camera's not blue. Is it supposed to be blue?
No.
Okay. Okay, cool. And we are your host of Agree to Disagree Talk, episode number 5. We doing it big, y'all. We got some good news, but before we start, I want to give out our disclaimer as I do on every show about the show. So Agree to Disagree is a show. Excuse me. This show is geared towards the educating and empowering of implementation of the voices, thoughts, and points of views from whom by society and sometimes self-standards way of thinking are oftentimes misheard, misunderstood, and badly misrepresented. By no means does this show wish to offend anyone outside of the black male perspective, nor speak for anyone but the host, myself and Mr. Jake Johnson, and our guests when we do have them. We wish to raise attention and awareness of this through our diverse and controversial topics of discussion, attempting to change perceptions from an us versus them and a me against the world attitude to levels of self-awareness, self-evolution, and self-accountability, in the hopes of making it a better world and place for us both to live in one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 5. What is a hoe? So let's delve right into it. Man,
Before we do that, you know how we start, man. How was your weekend? What's up?
my week is good. I've been busy. I got some other projects going on. I got a couple of clients going on. Let me take my volume is up. My week has been good. I have some makeup clients for Halloween. I'm excited. Um, some other good stuff going on. We have our first, I'm really excited for a few things. We have our first corporate sponsor. Shout out to the
Yo,
Winston Box. I'm really excited. This is a mail order, big and tall clothing subscription where you can order clothes through the mail. I personally go down to the warehouse. It's in Gardena and pick up my items. So this is one of the shirts right here. It's a very lovely pullover shirt, little quarter sleeve shirt. Every month for $75 plus tax, you get 2 to 3 items of clothing, and it's a really good quality of clothing. The guy, the maker of it, his name is Will. Really hands-on. He goes directly to get everything from Peru. The clothing, the material, everything is manufactured, everything is in-house. It's no designers, it's good quality clothing. Recommend them, hit them up, the Winston Box. Thank you guys for your clothing and your love. So shout out again to the Winston Box.
one time.
We also have some other good news. We are official. We now have our links to our streaming stations. We are now on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and Google Play. So we will have the links attached to this video, both on my page as Jake's as well. They're slowly being uploaded right now, so I think they're up to episode number 2 that you can listen to them. This week's episode should be available around Thursday. We're also on the official Comedy Pop-Up page, on their YouTube page, as well as their Facebook page. So we are officially part of the family. Thank you, Jake. This has really been a nice journey that we're both going on. And I'm glad that, you are along for the ride.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, we are official.
We official,
We
baby.
official. Yeah, okay. So, Jake,
So,
how was your weekend? Oh, yeah, thanks for asking.
well, can't you let me
Appreciate
get the
that.
pause? I was at the
Oh,
comma, not the period. See
okay.
that? You jumping the gun.
My bad,
But Jake, how was your week?
Oh, man, my weekend was cool. What I do? You know, I had a
Rico
good,
Suave.
what I do Friday. Friday, chill, hung out, had some fun. Saturday, did a little shopping, um, you know, and It was cool. Good weekend, great weekend. I'm ready for this though. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, you've been because this was your idea. This topic was your idea.
Well, it was my idea. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now joining us, the title is
You the one that came up with it, so
Whoa. What is a hoe? What is a hoe? What do you consider a hoe? Like, I want to know, you know. Now, if we could jump right into it. Let's see who joined us. Thank you to everybody that joined us thus far. Thank you.
Is Lorenzo in the house yet?
Zoe. No, I don't see him yet, but he'll be on.
Yeah, I had some encounters on his page this week too. Really
Everybody,
interesting.
everyone on my Instagram, I will be switching back and forth from Instagram to Facebook, so I will not miss your questions. I'm sorry for last week. It shall not happen again.
Yeah, you guys, again, we're working on it. We got technology going on. We got iPhones and app, all kind of stuff. Pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be able to stream on both the official Agree to Disagree talk pages. But until then, you can catch everything going live on my Facebook and Jake's Instagram.
And my Facebook.
Oh, okay, you got it on too, yes.
Yeah.
I only got
All
one
right.
device. Send those questions, those comments.
Yo, questions. We'll lead a number. I don't have it once again, but Armand knows the number.
Yeah, you're gonna text it to text that you would like to go live, 323-577-7630. Again, text that you would like to go live, or if you are on either of our Facebook, send a request to go live. We will try to get you through. Oh, I didn't get the cord, but either way, we're gonna make it do what it do. I'm excited because I don't think that we're gonna agree on this, so it's gonna be interesting.
I don't know. We just might.
Oh, okay.
So let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, agree to disagree. Topic: what qualifies a hoe to be considered? I said considered a hoe.
Well,
I'll go first.
okay.
Man, she a hoe. So no, I'm joking. Hey, look. Real talk. If you know me, you know that I don't call women hoes. And, I don't care enough to call no man a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I don't call women hoes. Why do I not call women hoes? Because if I have to call a woman a hoe, then I must call myself a hoe.
What?
I must call myself past tense Jake. ED.
Oh.
Past tense Jake. Not this Jake. Let me make that clear.
So you put your disclaimer out there right now, right?
Past tense Jake. You know what I'm saying? Let's say age 24 and before, okay? Not now. Not anything after age 24. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I look at it like this. If a woman wanted and she wasn't satisfied with the last dude, why she gotta go back to the same dude? She can just go get it. We all have needs that need to be met. We all have needs that need to be met. So, ladies, I'm on your side today. Yes, I am. I am on your side today.
All right, Jennifer Holiday.
I don't know what he mean by that.
It's a reference to a song, but it's okay.
I'm on your side today, ladies.
But why gotta just be ladies?
Well, then you could speak for the ladies. But right now, I'm on you right.
Well, no. I'm not. I'm speaking in general because we talked about.
Here's why I'm on the side for the ladies, or why I said what I just said, because typically, whenever somebody say such and such is a hoe, they say she a hoe. They don't ever say he a hoe.
Shit.
I mean,
I'm sorry, y'all.
In the heterosexual community, you don't really hear too many men calling other men hoes.
No, y'all don't call each other hoes. Y'all try to cute it up and say players.
Player,
But women call y'all hoes just as well.
I'm sure they do. But I am a man, so I'm speaking from a male's perspective.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, perspective,
Ladies. Daddy don't call y'all hoes because,
Here we go with this.
yeah. No, but that is why, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as a man, how can I sit here and say that this woman, she had about 6 partners in the past 6 months, that qualifies her as a hoe, when a man probably had 12 partners in the past 6 months, and he don't got a title. He's not titled on that. He's not titled as a hoe or Whatever you want to call him. He the man. You know what I'm saying?
And society looks at women doing the same thing men do differently. You're not a man, quote unquote, until you've been issued or had the opportunity to have your first sexual experience.
Where'd you get that from?
You've never seen like men are like, okay, we're gonna make you a man. We're gonna, you gotta have your first sexual experience with a prostitute or with somebody in order to be considered a man.
No, not in real life on TV.
No, it's happening in real life. It's offered by some.
Oh, real quick, the topic that we touched on last week with the whole tank incident. I want to say a couple things that I heard today from the LGBT community. I'm sorry, LGBTQ community.
Black or brown or white or just
Black.
Oh, okay.
Black.
Well, we're divided on that because
Well, we didn't agree on that.
no. I'm talking about the LGBT community. Well, the gays mostly. Lesbians, I don't know where they at on this issue.
Well, yeah.
What you hear?
Oh, jump into it now? Okay, so this was coming from a 100% gay man. If you watch The Breakfast Club, there's a guy that calls in every day named Trav. Trav calls in every day. He's pretty much a part of the show. And Trav keep it blunt, keep it open, he keep it real. And I'm going to take Trav word on this one. Trav said, if that man gave that man head more than once, even once, but he said more than once, he said to his community, the gay community, let's just be real, these are his words, he said, that man is gay. Said he's gay. And I agree. It's kind of funny because some of the examples that I use now, we did our podcast before the Breakfast Club aired their episode. So it's kind of funny because some of the things and the examples that I said, Charlamagne said the exact same one. I was like, yo, I'm glad I said it first, and it's documented. Documented.
Did it first. We agreed on the action, but what that person calls themselves, that's again where the gray scale comes. That is a 3 more than twice action, and that's very severe. Again,
So who get to put the number on it more than twice? Why can't it be more than once? Why does it have to be more than twice?
well, we're going by their example.
Whose example? They said more than once.
No, they said 2 or
No.
Okay.
They said more than once. That's it. There was no number 3 in there at all. Trust
Okay,
me.
well, it falls in the category of more than once. So
Twice does.
Okay, I said that, and we both agreed on that.
No, you tried to hit me with the whole if he doesn't identify as. That's
No,
what you said.
I said, goddamn Siri, I ain't talking to you. We can't tell that man what to call himself.
It's not about what he calls himself. It's not about that.
Okay.
It is about facts and facts only. Right?
Okay.
Because when I brought up that Donald Trump example, which you can find on my Instagram, C. Jake Johnston, you can find it on my Facebook as well. Posted it today. Okay. When I get, which one of these buttons did you press at the end of my speech?
Maybe.
That's what you said. You said maybe, which means, you know what, Jake? Okay, you're right, but I don't want to admit it.
Right.
That's what I mean, right?
Okay.
Which means we see eye to eye on that, right?
Well,
Yes or no?
yeah.
Which means I was right, correct?
We can agree, but I ain't gonna say you're right. I'm saying we agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proved my point. All right.
Do you want a cookie and some parade flyers?
Vegan cookies. Oh, God. All right, so
So
what's up?
they said that this isn't a good topic. And why is that? For those who can comment to say it isn't a good topic, then what would you like to talk about?
Well, I'm gonna be honest
Keyboard
with you.
warriors.
I feel like that topic that the topic of today, what makes a hoe a hoe, what qualifies a hoe as a hoe. I feel like that topic we wasn't gonna talk too long on that because I mean, as you can tell, we pretty much kind of agree, when it comes to the male species versus the female species. But yeah, we do take suggestions. If you guys got a topic you want to talk about, put it out there. Let us know. Everybody on Instagram.
I think when you brought it to my attention, I wanted to bring it more to the fact of how people try to label other people, but there are some people who claim a hoe status. They're proud hoes. I mean, so I just want to know, what do people think about? It's basically talking about sexual promiscuity. What's good for the men is not the same as for women. Lord, hold on. We got a call from my good auntie. Hold on. Let me see if I can answer this. Hold on. I'm answering. Let me see. Lord have mercy.
We got a caller. We have a caller.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jamaica Jatoy.
Hi, Jamaica Jatoy. How are you?
Hi, am I live on your air?
Yes, you are.
You are live. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Agree to
Hi,
Disagree
how you
Talk.
doing? I don't know your friend's name. What's his name?
Jake. My name is Jake.
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
What's going on?
Okay, so I was the one that said that it wasn't a good topic, only because it seems, and I'm not being critical, I'm just being professional.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it is a good topic. Let me take that back. But what happened is, you being a straight male, a hoe is a hoe. That's just, it's the person. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it
It
depends
is what it
on
is.
how everybody defines it. If you poll 1,000 people, everyone is going to have their different definition. Now, my definition of a hoe, male or female, gay or straight,
Hello.
is a person that commits. They've done their hoeing, but they cannot stop. Now, a person that don't. Now, we have a person in the community. I'm
That
gonna say his
sounds more
name
like a
because I know he
nympho.
A habitual hoe.
Okay, exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and say his name because I know he's not watching this motherfucker. His name is Mark Foster. Now, I'm 52
Okay,
years
the
old.
last
Mark
name.
Foster has been fucking every boy in this LG lettuce, gay, bacon, tomato community.
Not I.
But nobody ever called him a hoe because he never committed. You want some dick, you can get some dick. But the problem with being a hoe is when you commit and play with people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do it to so many people, you gain a reputation.
So
Oh.
so
Now,
being
I'm going to say that about that.
mm-hmm.
Now, about the Tank thing, why I get so upset about Tank situation is because he's a friend. He's a personal friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Tank never said he sucked dick.
No, never said that.
He was sticking up. Okay, wait
There
a
was
minute.
an example.
He was saying his opinion
Oh, Angela G.
about
Messy ass who brought the topic up.
Right, Jay brought it up. Okay, he said he don't believe, and that's him, that if a man has sucked a dick twice in his life, maybe when he was 17 and again when he was 23, and decide that he don't like it, you, me, LGBT, hetero, homo, pansexual, cisgender, want to stick a label on the motherfucker.
Right.
I have a straight friend to this day who called me and tells me he just now started letting his girlfriend lick his ass. She sucks his dick. He always told her, nah, come up from down there. What you doing?
Mm-mm.
And one day he was drunk and she did it.
And he
It
liked it.
graduated from ass eating to a little finger. Now this bitch is putting on the full strap on.
Mm.
Now he will never lay down with another nigga. But the fact that he has found there's a sensation in his ass and he wants something in it, what would you call him, Jay? Not you or mine. What would you call that, Jay?
Well, this show just became XXXX rated.
Oh, double XL.
I'll call him gay. I'll call him
Huh?
gay. If I heard the example correctly, if I heard the example, can you
Jamaica, give it to him again.
but give me the shorter version of your example.
He just started getting his ass ate. He felt that there was sensation.
From who? His
From his
girl?
girl.
From his? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. From his girl?
Considered as
From his girl?
considered as a gay. Okay, if you talking, if you ask a gay person that, they're turned on by it. Or an educated person would just say he found what he liked sexually.
Right.
But if you tell, okay, let's take you for example. You a host of a show. you deal with women. If you decide that you let a woman eat your ass and she asks you something about putting something in your ass, do you punch her in the mouth? Do you say, what the fuck? Or do you love her enough to say, well, I mean, shit, where'd that come from? And try it, but never tell nobody.
Well, we're not going to use me as an example, but to answer that question, as a stick figure right now, I'm gonna just say I'm answering for a stick figure.
A stick figure.
Because we're not using me as an example, just being silly.
You ain't never had no caller like this, huh?
Baby, he don't know who you are, Jamaica. I'm gonna give him your Lipton and your IMBD when we get off. But yeah,
Right.
To-
I'm using faggot.
right. Yeah.
I don't like that F word.
He-
But to
see
answer your
that-
question,
but we claim that.
to answer your question, to answer your question,
Okay.
to answer your question, no. And if she tries that without my consent, which she will never forget, which she will never get, she'll probably be out that door that same second, that same minute. She'll be out the
Okay.
house.
Now, let's say you get a friend, you have a friend, and he confides in you that he loves when his girl do it to him.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion of him now?
It's his,
And you-
but
you
the- so
tell-
so but that,
you
so so
tell-
so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Wait, hold on for a second. Hold on. He tells you, I am not gay. I ain't never been with no man. They have tried. They've offered me money. I said no.
No, listen to me.
But
Here's
I
the thing.
love this-
So that's the part of your initial question that I didn't hear when you said it was from his woman. Okay, if it's from his woman, what they do, that's what, I'm saying, that's done by a woman. You know what I'm saying? She, ain't nothing. I don't really know what it means for that to happen. I don't know if you just, I don't want to talk about this. Now, I don't know if you just licking right there, or if you putting your tongue inside the hole. Like, I don't know what the requirements are, or what the actions are of how to do that.
It's a
So,
gateway of pleasure. It is a simple.
Hold on.
pleasure.
So the thing is, I don't think, I can't tell that man look, if his woman is doing it to him, if she sticking, a finger up that, you know what I'm saying, then I'm not gonna consider that gay. That's his woman. That's his girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider anything gay if it's done by a male and a woman. My personal opinion, I don't consider it gay. Just like my personal opinion, I said I don't call women hoes because A, B, and C. That was based off my opinion. But if a woman is doing it to a man, more power to them. Now, I'm sorry.
I thank you for your honest answer, and I'm gonna go ahead and release the line and enjoy the rest of your show. Armond, I will talk to you.
Thank you for calling in.
We'll kiki later, Jamaica.
Can we get some more callers, please?
Yes,
Thank
that
you
was
for calling
interesting.
in.
Jamaica, congratulations, because you are our first caller for Agree to Disagree Talk. Out of the 5 shows, you are our first caller, so thank you. I'm glad it was you. Thank you, love.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shay Malvo, hey man, I did not know that was going that route, bro. Hey, that's the first time you got a caller. Shay, I did not know that was going that route, bro.
I'll give you a little. Jamaica is my good uncle, my auntie. You've seen Baby Boy, right?
My favorite movie of all time.
So you know the one with the ponytail. $20.
$40.
$40. Oh, excuse me,
Get it
Jamaica.
right.
He know it better than me,
That's
Jamaica.
hey, I know the whole movie.
Right.
That was Jamaica.
That is Jamaica. That's Jamaica. So now you know
Okay.
Jamaica.
Okay,
So,
that's my favorite movie of all time.
So
number
now
one.
you know Jamaica is legit, works professionally. Actually, Jamaica, shout out to you because, again, he was one of the people when I started doing professionalism and encouraged me to just be me and everything else will work out. So Jamaica is very professional, but we like to kiki and have fun. So that's who Jamaica is.
Thanks for calling in, Jamaica.
My thing is, it's a double standard. It's always a double standard. I would say a triple standard.
well,
because comma.
I was going to say read what Kara said before you say that.
Okay.
Read what Kara said.
Look at this thing. Let's see. A hoe is a hoe is a hoe, male or female. When they hoe around from one to the next, committed or not, you are a hoe. And yes, I just labeled. True. But we don't certain acts are deemed okay when it's done by men versus women versus gay people. I'm going to tell you as it is, some of y'all straight people do more freaky shit than some of the shit that I've ever even imagined. And it seemed like it's okay, or it's not looked down upon. The act is totally different from, again, we're gonna bring up my love for titties. That does not make me a heterosexual. I've messed around with girls.
I don't
know-
know. I want to talk about that. Your love for women titties, right?
No, actually, I like titties in general.
But I'm asking you specifically about women, right? You like women titties, right?
Yes.
You suck on them.
Yes.
You play with them.
Yes.
I'm
And
sorry.
don't forget the comma, and they play with mine too.
Right. Now, to my understanding, to my understanding, a gay man doesn't do anything that's considered sexual with a woman, right?
No,
No.
there's levels to this shit.
It can never be.
It's never a clean cut. There's
Never-
levels to this.
But
Just-
who made this rule?
the individual who claims what they like.
So it's all about identifying, right?
Right. It's no, you can't tell a person how they claim or how they wish to be represented.
So
Okay.
Let me ask you this: there's more than one way to be gay. There's more than one way to be a gay man. Then that's what you're saying, because you got this gay man that will not do anything with them because technically that's not what gay men do. But then you got
Right.
this gay man who will suck on women's titties, and whatever, right?
Right.
So let me ask you this. I'm sorry, everybody. If you went to church with me, this is like R-rated Jake right now. So
Kara, why are you confused of my love for titties or the labeling?
wouldn't that be by Kira? Before we answer that question, hold on, Kira. What am my camera? Hold on, before I answer that question. My question to you is: if a gay man, listen to my words, please, because I need your direct answer. If a gay man, just like you like to suck titties, if a gay man likes to give a girl head, is he considered gay?
That's a different level.
No. You cannot do that.
Why not?
Oh
It is.
my God. You can't do that. No, it's a woman's private part, right? Just like titties are, right? Mm-hmm. So why is one more, serious than the other? Why is one a different level than the other? When you go to the beach, when you go to Venice Beach or Santa Monica Beach, they're both hidden, right? On a woman's body, they're both parts are hidden, right?
Yeah.
Because why? That's her private area, correct?
Right.
So why does it not consider you bisexual? Because you like sucking titties, versus this gay person over here who likes eating women out. Why can't he be bi? Why is he still gay? Oh, I'm sorry. Why is he not gay? Why is he bi?
He's not bi.
Then what is he?
Unless he's had full intercourse, unless he likes having full intercourse. Oral is not. We're gonna go back to Bill Clinton because oh my God.
Yeah, I'll be catching you up, bro.
No, you don't be catching me. How do you catch me up, Jake?
Listen to me, man. Listen. I can't tell you what to identify as.
I know you can't.
That's what I can't do, okay? But if we was to Google the word gay right now, matter of fact, can we Google the word
Yeah.
Lay? Can you Google it, please? Huh?
I can't.
You recording?
Yes.
Okay. Producer Paul? All right, we got somebody's about to Google it
We
real
got
quick.
some waves in here. Is this mine or yours?
No, that's when people join.
Okay.
What is the definition of gay or homosexual? I don't know.
I sent you the video of
That's masculinity.
Right, and
that's
it's
not the
different
question.
levels. Every gay, like okay.
Hold on.
You
let's
okay.
get the definition.
What is
You want to read that out loud?
Jake kind of went where I was going, but with this response to that, so basically, one sexuality's identified, to them. So there's really not a generic gay, homosexual, same-sex term. Right. Everyone identifies and accepts what they like and what they do. I am a same-sex attracted man who is a drag queen entertainer who does not want to be a transgender. Now, I threw a whole bunch of shit in there, and I'm gonna break it down because even then, when I started doing drag and went professional with it, it was like coming out the closet again because people automatically assume that I wanted to be transgender. And I had to reassure them that that's not what I want to do. Even my trans community was like, "Well, girl, you look fishy. Why don't you go ahead and be a trans woman?" That's not what I want to do, and that's not who I want to be.
Hey, look.
I know, just like you as an actor, know the things that you will do as an actor versus what you don't want to do. Just because you won't do X does not make you any less of an actor. You're still an actor. You're just an actor who does not like to do comedy, horror, whatever the case may be. You're still under the big umbrella an actor. The other things that you've done, there's some things that people will not do. So that does not make you any less of an actor.
I think that's a terrible analogy.
Okay, and your thoughts on that?
I feel like this, and just because Kira's comment is what it is, does not mean it's correct. Okay, that's just her comment.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If
Comments and
no,
questions, folks.
Check this out. Questions. You got questions? Call in. Shoot the text. Let me, just like you said, episode 1 and episode 2, you said some straight men that they get down. You know what I'm saying? Basically, paraphrasing, correct?
Yeah.
But they're still considered straight.
They consider themselves.
What is down low? Good question, Jake. Thank you. What is down low?
How you gonna give yourself a round of applause?
What is down low?
My definition or what society's definition is?
Give me the masses definition. I don't want your definition.
Someone who is gay and probably lives a gay life but won't admit it to other people.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Someone who is gay. Watch
No.
out. Watch. Oh, okay. He know.
No.
He know where I was going with that. He know where I was going with that. So, any corrections?
You said, why is there such a concern with what we call it? With what I don't. That's what we're trying to talk about, George. Is that a person's identification? And I said it before. There's a big difference between orientation, identification, and expression. That does not mean they're any less or more of. It's just how they refer to themselves. There are people who are proud hoes, who are proud hood rats, who are proud Tatianas, and they take honor in that. That's on them. I can't say.
Hey, look. Hey, if a woman wants to consider herself a hoe, by all means, baby, do it.
Right.
I stated my opening statement, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is that I, Jake, do not consider a woman a hoe if she sleeps around, because I, past tense, once was like that. So I don't have the right to consider a woman. Now, whatever Shishi and Mimi want to consider themselves, then that's on them. That's what's up.
But my
Why
thing
is it a
we all
problem
need to
if-
mind our own fucking business?
Okay, why is it a problem if men consider themselves players and if they mess around with a lot of girls? Because your opening statement was, if a woman do it, she a hoe. If a man do it, what's wrong with man thinking? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I did what I did.
It's nothing. It's the men who look, because if I'm not mistaken, it takes two people to have sex. I mean,
Okay.
you can have sex all you want by yourself, but we're talking about two people, and the double standard have always been negative for the women and positive for the men.
It's all about self-identify, like whatever.
Exactly.
Okay, so if that man,
And then you got the people who don't even want to identify. They shit so closeted and freaky that you'll never know. Ask me that shit. But anyway, just like Superhead, everybody was blown out. She wasn't doing nothing different than what, she just put a name and a face to what was going on. But she was looked at as a bad person, never taking accountability for the men who she was sucking up all damn day. Nothing was seen as wrong to them. And so I believe that when she wrote the book, which I have the book, it was empowering for her because she took back the negativity that was seen for what she was doing and folks that she was being passed around. But yet the men who she was sucking their dicks and doing everything under the sun to just put it as another notch under their belt. But for her, oh, you a hoe, you got kids and all kind of stuff. These niggas got kids and wives and girlfriends and things like that. But it was wrong for her to do it, but not accounting for the men. Again, there are some people who, when they get to a certain age, they're how do you say it? They're transitioning to man is, oh, we got to get you a hooker or we got to get you having sex.
George King. I'm literally agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with everything you said. That's why I do not place labels on women when it comes to the whole title. I'm literally in agreement. I'm agreeing with you.
Right. And again, we're going back and agreeing that to break it down, everybody should mind their business. Because
I agree.
what the two people consenting are doing has nothing to do with what somebody else. Now the people who always are commenting are the ones who probably not get none, probably wish they can get some from that person, or don't know how to get some, period. Because when you doing what you do, you content. I mean, I've talked about some of my story and how it was fun for me to just, and it was so funny because even Lorenzo's like, well, why don't you guys go to your community to look? Back to that.
And we never fully touched on that
Right.
question.
Because I can't go look for something that's not looking for me. Again, it's
But
always
whoa,
seeing-
that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. You said you can't go look for something that's not looking for you when it comes to looking in your own community, right? So if a straight man ain't looking for you, according to you, you said it was a sport to try to see how many straight men you could turn gay, right?
Right, but
So
you
if a
can't-
straight man wasn't looking for you, why was it a sport? I mean, you went looking for them, correct?
No,
Come on now.
you just got the one side of it. These men come looking for me. I have always been. Again, I've told you. You thought Imani was my girlfriend, with your blind ass. You thought my drag persona. But again,
like I said, I don't place judgment.
Right. But what I'm saying is these down low men, these whatever you want to call them. Hell, I've showed you some of my inbox messages.
Mm-hmm.
It's not us. It's again, they're coming to us because whatever reason, the girl's not doing what she need to do, or they like something a little bit different, and because the negative connotation behind it is seen negative, they go to another man.
Y'all kill me with this. Self whatever they identify. Like if they don't identify, I'm sorry. It does not
To
make
you,
the way.
but this is not your ministry, Jay.
But
you
listen,
can't identify with the
listen.
person who likes something outside of a woman.
No. You know what I'm talking. You don't even know what I'm about to say. You don't even know what I'm about to say. It makes no sense to me, or to pretty much a lot of people. I speak for a lot of people when I say this. That now in 2019, I'm sorry, 2018, I didn't hear this. 2017, they ain't hear this. We are hearing all this right now in 2018 that if a guy or a woman does a sexual act with the same sex, it's not considered gay if they don't identify as gay.
But
That
see, that's
is-
the thing. Y'all are just now hearing it. It's been going on for years. It's gone on in the 60s, the 70s, the 50s. There were professional people who had husband and wife
I am
couples.
not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is I'm talking about as far as the masses knowing now, us knowing now. Like people, like it just does not make sense that so basically there's no such thing as gay. It's all about self-identity, right? There's no such thing as gay.
It should have always been.
Okay,
Do you
so
not
you agree?
understand?
So there's no such thing as gay.
It's always the outside people who try to label, like they labeled us colored. We didn't all of a sudden say, oh, we're colored, oh, we Negroes. It's always another person on the outside who tried to label a community and put them in a box and put them within a wall.
I agree.
When we as individuals step outside of that, then we're looked as being brand new. Right now, we got this whole influx on vegan food and things like that. The world is now seeing how people operate because we're all claiming what we individually are. Hoes have been around from the get-go. That's one of the oldest professions in the book. But to some people, they're like, oh, I never knew that. It's about the identification of a person. When another person tries to limit to a person who they should be and what they like, then you start feeling that. But then when you say, no, this is not who I identify as, there's something more to me. Just like I was supposed to be a heterosexual man. I'm supposed to be limited to what I can do because of my size, because of my age. But I said, no, you're not about to put that box on me. It's the same thing, but it's just in sexuality, it's a big difference. We got skinny people, we got big people doing the same shit a skinny person does, and they think, oh, it's something new. No, there've been big bitches doing the same shit skinny bitches been doing for years.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Right.
Literally, everything everything that you just said, I agree with. What I'm saying is, there's no such thing. I'm asking there shouldn't be a such thing as gay, then, right?
Depend on who you're talking to.
No, I'm talking to you.
Okay, for me,
Yeah.
I can't say what a whole community could do because what I do as an individual does not. I represent Armand Rashad Anderson Bell all day, every day. I am a drag queen, but I don't look like a big old football player in a dress. That doesn't make me less of a drag queen. I am a black man, but I like doing things that are considered white. It doesn't make
Okay.
me any less
Okay.
black
Okay. Why don't you consider yourself a straight man?
because I don't have heterosexual intercourse.
But just 2 minutes ago,
Did you not hear me say intercourse?
I hear you, but listen, just 2 minutes ago, you clerally just said the word gay shouldn't even exist, right?
Right.
So why do you consider yourself a word
that's
that
a
you
different.
believe shouldn't exist?
I don't consider myself a heterosexual man. No. That's just like I can think I want to be a white woman all day long as much as I play around with it. But when reality sets in, I am far from a white woman. I don't claim that. I claim I can't say heterosexual because heterosexual, by definition, is to a male and a female engaging in intercourse. Liking titties and all that kind of stuff like that is not. Just again, you are an actor. I'm pretty sure if somebody came and asked you to do a Wesley Snipes scene, you would probably say no, right?
Well, I'll go right to New Jack City. What do you mean, no? Why would I not do Wesley Snipes?
I'm sorry. To Wong Fu.
Why would you not do Wesley Snipes?
No, I
Come
meant to
on
say
now.
Wesley Snipes as a drag queen.
I know what you were saying over there, though.
Oh.
Come on, like don't even really. Okay. Stop playing with me.
Okay, I played a thug on that. Don't make me any less gay because I played a thug.
Where are you getting at with this?
What I'm
Where did that even come from?
you
What did I ask you? Because you just brought that out of nowhere.
it's about the identification, Jay.
Yes, that's what I'm asking you.
And again,
if everything is based on what you identify as, if everything is based on what you identify as, why? I just want to know. Do you consider yourself a gay man? Why does
I only use the term gay because it's easy to associate with. I told you, you've seen my
because that's what society use, right?
right. My business card says female illusionist. And what does that mean? Are you a musician? Yes, because I make this big ass pretty man into a big ass pretty woman. But when people like, huh? I'm a drag queen. Oh, okay. When I say gay, I consider myself same gender loving, which is a term that people of color, black people, use to empower us for who we choose to love, aside and including our race. Gay is considered a negative term to some people.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to use, there's umbrellas and then there's little spokes underneath it. Sometimes when you're talking to people, that's just like if I were to break down certain terminology to people who are non-actors, they'd be like, huh? When you break it down, they get what you're saying. It's a universal language. So gay is the umbrella, which was not given to, we did not claim that, or certain people did not claim that title. It was given to us. It was used as a negative connotation to say how happy and fruity. That's just like I don't embrace the term queer. I can't stand that term. But some people find empowerment in the term.
Kira says, but if someone wants to identify
Is
as
that B with a but with one T or two?
she says, but if someone wants to identify as a certain way, why can't they? Armand, you're kind of before you do that, Armand, you're kind of contradicting yourself.
How so, sweetie?
How so, Kira?
How am I contradicting myself?
Kira, call in.
Yes, 323-577-7630. I want to hear your voice, honey.
Give the number again.
323-577-7630. Come on, Miss Brown.
While we wait on the call or while we wait on the message. Um, Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. You showing us something? Okay. Um, Again, if you didn't hear it earlier, we are official. We are on Spotify. Name them real quick, man. I can't think of all of them. We're on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, one I never heard of.
Google, Stitch, is it Stitcher?
Stitcher,
Yeah.
Google, yo, we official. We official.
Man.
You can look up the episodes. You can stream the episodes in your car while you're driving. You want to hear my voice? You can do that too. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes, because he's the only one on this podcast. Kira, come on, sweetie. 323-577-7630.
yo, thank you everybody for tuning in. We got about 15 minutes
Was
before
that 15?
about 15 minutes before we end
I
the
think
session.
it is her.
Oh, there we go. Got the caller. We got a caller. Is it?
Caller coming in.
That's Kira.
Press answer. Hello.
Hey guys.
Kira, what's up, Kira?
Good afternoon. Well, no, good evening.
Y'all got me calling in. I'm supposed to be laying with the baby because we going to sleep. It's 11:30 here.
That's all right.
So, how are you?
No, I was really quick. Say it again.
I said, how are you, sweetie?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
All right, okay, look, we ain't asking all that. We want to get down to the question. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, in short, it was just something that I pieced that you said, Armand. And you were trying to make the point that it's all about the way people want or choose to identify. But like 3 sentences later, you made a comment that you may want to identify as a certain way. Your specific example was about like being a white woman or something like that. And you were saying like when reality sets in, you ain't that.
Right.
So on the one hand, you're saying it's about how people want to identify and choose to identify, but at the same time, you can't necessarily always identify the way you want to. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm kind of confused, and it's just coming from a place of trying to understand how, like, this all works.
Right.
Because we talk about labeling and offense to people and all this stuff, and, like, I'm lost on all this.
Yo, I'm right there with you.
I'm a female. I'm a female. I'm straight. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Well, it's confusing even for me, as you can see. And thank you again, sweet. Thank you for your dedication to listen to the show. And thank you for having questions and stepping out on your response. But life is confusing. Like right now, everyone makes fun, but we have like the whole alphabet. I'm 40 years old, so I know gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender. Over the last 10 years, we have an influx of people within our spectrum who identify with different things. And so every day you'll come across something new where you're being cautious of not trying to offend someone because you never know how a person may identify. So it's like on two different scales, like what society sees versus how a person self-identifies. You know, it's like self-diagnosing a condition. A person may not feel that they are diabetic, but reality sets in and says they are, or they don't want to claim that, they want to make fun of it or lessen it down. So it's always something new. And again, there's things that I don't understand. Cisgender, I understand cisgender, asexual, or all these different letters. It's confusing. We just have to be cautious of what a person says and individually ask them. But everybody ain't got time to individually ask them.
How can you be cautious?
Okay, because I was getting ready to say that, because that's
Yeah.
like creating a situation where we all just have to walk on eggshells 24/7. And well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't got time for that.
I got, sweet, I'm right there with you. And I don't know if you were on Jake's page when we had the whole Black Panther thing and the things like that. That's not all of what, and even if you are in a certain group, there's still division within that group because individual people think individual ways. So I can't say everything I can't see an issue that has to do with black people. Just because it's a black issue does not necessarily mean it's my issue. Is that a little
Right.
bit?
No, and I totally respect the fact that you will sit back and say, like, I can't, you know, just because I'm a gay black man doesn't mean that I can speak for anybody else. I can only speak for me, because you can only speak for you and your own thoughts and beliefs.
Right.
Because
And
the next one might feel different than you.
right, that was the whole point of having the disclaimer when I start the show, is that I know that there were going to people, because everybody want to be in their feelings.
Everybody want to be sensitive. Let me go ahead and just put this out there. Hey, LGBTQ community, I love you guys just like I love the heterosexual community. I love everybody. This discussion that we have, my opinion, his opinion. We're not going to agree. At the end of the day, we respect each other's lifestyle and we respect each other's opinion. What he like is what he like. What I like is what I like. But as I said in episode 1, go back and watch it. You can stream it now. We already put the streaming services
Stream
out there. As long as the LGBTQ community respects me and not make a move on me or not try to hit on me and just respect me, I have no problem with you. So my views and everything that I say, it's not coming from a bad place, because I don't look at y'all as no different.
I wouldn't have chose Jake as my co-host if I didn't think he was respectful or had the opportunity to learn and to grow. Again, I've been working on this show and this thought for years, and it never worked out until I started having conversations outside of when we first met on set. I was like, oh, it's a possibility. And I broke it down to him what the show was about. We're having conversations that are not normally had. Regardless of who's doing it, these are things that we don't have.
A lot of straight men are afraid to talk about these type of topics. I'm not. One, because, well, I mean, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I love women and women only. But at the same time, I will never disrespect your community or try to purposely offend, your community. It's not who I am. But I will still speak my mind.
Nick, why do you think that is?
Say that again. Why do I think what is?
Kara?
I mean, it has to be, you have to really be comfortable with who you are, where you stand, and with your own sexuality to be able to have a lot of these conversations. And like you said, a lot of straight men can't do that.
So are you asking me why do I feel like a lot of straight men can't do it?
Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, I guess it's because I guess hey, heterosexual men, my brothers, do not come at me when I say this, but I honestly feel like a lot of straight men who are unsexual.
Is that another term, unsexual?
We're gonna use the letter U.
Right.
No, a lot of straight men who are uncomfortable around gay men, or have such a big issue, with gay men. I don't kill me when I say this, but you probably got some self-identifying to do. You know what I'm saying? You probably gotta.
Okay. Let me put my.
I'm trying not to offend my own people.
It has nothing. If we step back,
I feel like a lot of men that are afraid to be around gay men, that you're not comfortable. I'll put it like that. You're not comfortable with your sexuality. You're not comfortable at all.
Stepping back from sexual identification and expression, anybody who has a problem with somebody else who looks differently, sounds differently, acts differently, they're not comfortable with themselves. That is why I wanted to do this show, is to get us to that level where we can be comfortable in ourselves, regardless of what it is. If you was a woman with only one titty, bitch, be comfortable and happy that you got that one titty. Somebody else with two titties should not make you uncomfortable. Going back to the titties. But I'm saying all that to say that we as people, whenever we see something in front of us that doesn't look like us and we feel uncomfortable, we should really ask ourselves why. Why does that make me uncomfortable? Why do I feel some kind of way, whether it's a person of a different race, a different size, a different gender, a different color? We are all people of the same. We bleed the same blood, hopefully. But again, these are conversations that get started, and the biggest opposition has to do with sexuality, expression, and identity. Again, I also want to bring in conversations on color. Why is a person upset by another person's color instead of being upset with them for the individual act or that person individually? And again, these conversations started in my business and profession when I can have conversations with straight men and be like, oh, you cool for a gay guy. Why can't I just be cool for a guy, period? I don't wear that on my sleeve all the time. That's part of who I am, but that doesn't make up everything that I am. And so I wanted to address that as black men. We don't talk at all in general about anything. We don't talk about getting older. We don't talk about mental health. Those are things that we don't talk about. And it's a lot of different reasons why we don't. And I include myself in some aspects of it because we don't talk. So we need to step out of that and talk.
I mean, at the same time, I look at it like the reason why is because a lot of us place judgment on one another.
Right.
And I'm including myself, even though I don't place judgment on nobody, but I'm not excluding myself. And then you're afraid of the backlash that you're going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Mental health is not a white thing. Mental health is a people thing. Those are things we don't talk about. Molestation does not always have to do, it's 9 times out of 10 about the power that that individual person tried to take from the individual. If they so happen to be gay as they grow up, that's just what it is. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about, we're shamed in so much in our community. And we as black men need to stop that. We need to reach out, number one, to ourselves, second, to each other, and third, to the world.
I could not agree more.
Thank you, sweetie.
If y'all can see me, I'm sitting here nodding my head the whole time. I'm nodding at nobody, but I'm nodding at you.
Well, cheers to you. Again, that's the whole reason why I wanted to create this show. And there's other projects I'm working on getting us to talk. And I can only start with what I know as being a black man. From there, it will evolve into just having conversations that need to be talked and shared that we don't talk about. What is the time?
I like it. I knew Jake. I obviously don't know you, but
Yeah.
I enjoy watching you guys. I think it was a good fit. Is
Thank
what I'm
you.
trying to say. I think it was a good fit. I think it was a really good idea. And I enjoy watching it. So you guys keep on keeping on.
Thank you, Kara. Well,
Thank you, Kara. Love
thank
you,
the
baby.
the higher power of my understanding for putting this vision in me, for putting Jake in my path, and for me stepping out on faith to doing this. So the world needs it. I'm grateful that I'm the vessel on this channel. So thank you. We're gonna hang up with
Thank
you,
you,
sweetie.
Kara. Tell Brian I said, what's up?
I will. You guys have a good night.
All right, you
Alright.
too. I'm sorry about that, sweet. All right, so we got about
About 2 minutes left. Yo, so.
Oh.
Well, all right. All right.
that was text now trying to get their little advertisement in.
All right. So we going to,
We switched. We may have started. I don't know what the responses will be at the end. I'm happy.
Oh yeah. Appreciate Jamaica for calling in and Kira for calling in with the questions, and to know that Jamaica is in my all-time favorite movie, number one, hands down. If you know me, if anybody knows
I
me,
had
they
no
know.
idea about that.
If you know me, you know Baby Boy is my favorite movie of all time. I know every single word for word,
What's
pitch for
Jamaica's
pitch,
part?
tone for tone. Stop being funny. Stop it. Yeah, but Jamaica, you do got one of the funniest parts of the whole show, or the movie, or the whole movie. $40. Yo, thank you for joining us today. Man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We couldn't do it without y'all. Faithful viewers, faithful, ones ask questions, everybody.
I'm tapped in.
Appreciate it. We love y'all. You can find I'm your boy Charles Jake Johnson. You can find me on Instagram at C Jake Johnson. Again, that's C, the letter C. That's the letter C. The letter C, Jake Johnson. And y'all know how I end every show. Make big problems small, make small problems non-existent.
And my name is Armond Anderson Bell. You can find me on all social media platforms. ARMOND, the number's 143. Again, thank you for joining us on this journey. It is a journey. Much greatly appreciative of Mr. Jake right here, producer Paul, Comedy Store. Y'all, like, man, when I was looking at the streaming stuff, I was like, man, it's happening. It's really happening. And again, I thank the higher power, my understanding, for allowing me this vision, for allowing me to step outside of fear and step out into doing something outside of myself. Because a lot of times we can get selfish. And again, those are some of the things, oh, I don't want to do it. Who's going to listen to me? Be like Nike. You just do it. You just do it. And let the chips fall wherever they may. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Shout out and blessings to everyone involved in the 405 Getty Center fires. The last that I heard, it was 15% contained. And I'm in Hollywood, so I didn't get the other fires in Santa Ana. It's like right in the middle. And it's really sad, the stuff that goes on in our community, how 1 minute we can be all them rich people homes is going up.
In flames.
Right. So you have to be grateful, expect nothing and be grateful for everything. And I don't mean just, don't expect. I just say the smallest things. Once you have an attitude of gratitude and start being appreciative of the small things, the bigger things will happen. This too shall pass. Everyone have a good rest of your week.